Alright guys, so you guys already know every single season I make up the top 7 best guns to use in both ranked play and competitive. We just got hit with a brand new sets of balance changes towards the guns that we all love and use. If you guys want to find out what those guns are, make sure you guys continue watching and let's get straight into the action. So before we do get into that top 5 official list, we have to go over our 2 honorable mentions. And for our first honorable mention, we do have the Switchblade X9. Now this gun right here has definitely climbed down from its leaderboards as it once was at the top, but because of the recent changes with a bunch of SMGs, this weapon is just not the best as it once was, and because of that, it has taken the number 7 spot for this current season. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's still a very good gun and definitely one of the fastest killing SMGs when it comes to close and mid-range. Maybe not those long range as you guys would want it to be, especially with the fact that there's a brand new feature in COD Mobile that is called bullet impact, which basically increases your flinch. But if you guys do want a good setup, which as you guys know, I basically provide that, here is the gun to use for this weapon. Now that we're done with our first honorable mention, we are going to be heading to our second honorable mention. And I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a quite surprising one for you guys, and the reason for that is because this is none other than the Kilo 141. This at some point was one of the best, if not the number 1 AR for multiple seasons, but unfortunately that is not the case anymore. But it is still a solid weapon for all those AR lovers, especially for those that do love taking close range combats up against those SMGs such as the Fennec, Switchblade, CBR, and others. Now if you guys want a great build that's great for lane holding, great for head glitches, and absolutely great for power positions, this is going to be the setup for you guys. And now that we're done with our official top 2 guns for our honorable mentions list, we are going to be heading to our top 5 list for the newest COD Mobile season. So coming in at number 5, it is the current king of all LMGs. It is none other than the UL736, and I'm not gonna lie, back then that the Holger would have taken the spot as being the king of all LMGs, but unfortunately the Holger is known to be a 4-shot weapon, and the UL736 on the other hand has a 3-shot potential, and on top of that it has a great chance up against those SMGs. And on top of that, with the new changes with COD Mobile introducing the bullet impact feature, and so if you guys want a great build that is great for everything that an AR and a hybrid LMG can do, this is the setup for you. And on top of that, this also has some pretty fast ADS time for those close range combats that I personally love taking, so feel free to give it a shot and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Up on number 4, we do have the FFAR, which is one of the newest guns that's been introduced into Call of Duty Mobile. And the thing that makes this gun one of the best as of right now is the fact that it holds the highest chance up against the current meta, which is infested with those SMG players. And the reason for that is because obviously it has a fast fire rate compared to other ARs, which is kind of odd because you don't really see that as often as you should. But another reason is the fact that it also has a fast ADS time, which allows you to react up against those CBR, Fennec, and Switchblade players, which leads you to grabbing a win on most of your 1v1s when it comes down to winning a crucial gunfight. So if you guys want to give it a shot, make sure you guys use this build right here. Now up on number 3, we have the official king of all ARs, and that is going to be none other than the LK24. And yes, you heard me right, this is the official number 1 AR to use. It is better than the Kilo, it is better than the FFAR, and it is better than any other AR that is currently in the meta. And one of the main reasons for this is because this is one of those ARs that can be mixed from playing an AR style to an SMG style. By that I mean, if you guys want to play close range style, you guys can use this weapon to do so. And if you guys want to play like a camper and hold those lanes and hold those head glitches, this is also the perfect weapon for you. The only difference between this and the FFAR is the extremely big damage drop off, which is why I personally prefer this over the FFAR. And on top of that, the recoil is so much more easier to control. So if you guys want a great build for this weapon, which also has a 3 to 4 potential when it comes to any range, this is the setup for you guys. And with that being said, let's go on into our top 2 guns of this season. Now for gun number 2, it is probably going to be the obvious one because this has been a gun that's been meta for a countless amount of seasons. It is none other than the SKS, and I don't really have to talk about this gun as much as I do. One of the main reasons why this is one of the best is because of the fact that it has a one-shot potential at all ranges, and for some reason a marksman rifle like this can even destroy SMGs up close. And another thing that supports this gun being number 2 is the fact that it is officially banned from competitive, and it has been banned from competitive for like almost 2 years now. So if that doesn't explain why it's number 2, I don't know what will. If you guys want a great build, this is the build to use. This has been used by multiple pros such as Space and Lucasen. Let me know what you guys think, and let's get into our last and final gun of this season, which is the official number 1 gun. And you guys probably already guessed it, but I'm not gonna leak it. Let's get straight into it. So coming in at number 1, this is the most obvious gun because I have not mentioned it whatsoever. Besides mentioning that it is an SMG based meta, it is going to be none other than the CBR4, and there are a lot of reasons for that. I explained it in every single top 5 guns video that I make, but it basically has the range of an AR, LMG, shotgun, and SMG combined. And on top of that, it has great mobility, great accuracy, great recoil control, and the overall BSA is unstoppable. You can basically use this gun wherever and whenever you want, no matter if it's a close range map like Summit or Standoff, or if it's a long range map like Takeoff or Hacienda. It is definitely one of those guns that is easy to use and definitely noob friendly in my opinion, and it has been meta for the longest time. So hopefully COD Mobile, if you guys are watching this, please nerf this weapon sometime soon, because I am tired of saying that this gun is the number 1 weapon in the scene. But nonetheless, it is definitely still a fun weapon to use, especially if you're chasing those nukes, and it is definitely my go-to weapon in competitive. So if you guys want to give it a shot, and I'm not surprised that you guys don't have a build for this, but if you guys do want my build, it is going to be up on the screen right now. So without further ado, if you guys did enjoy that video, hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.